Liesl want to speak to you.
Fine.
So I mean, you know, just tell them the truth. Which you will, of course you will. Though I don't know. I don't see what we can tell them. Maybe Rebecca had some secret life we don't know about. Maybe anything.
Tell me who you are, though, will you?
Mrs. Finnegan.
Yes?
Detective Sergeant Wilmot, this is Detective Constable Rice.
Right. Do you want to come with me?
No, actually, we'd like you to come with us.
Take your time.
It's her. Number 6.
Thank you.
So why did you go?
I went because of this email I'd had, which you know about because my husband told you.
What did you intend doing?
Talking to her.
Because you believed the email, you thought they were having an affair.
I didn't know what to believe.
What happened when you got there?
I tried ringing the bell. No reply, so I went round the back and I went in and there she was on the sofa.
Then what?
I panicked and ran out.
Did you not think to ring the police or an ambulance?
I should have, I know.
Well,
See, part of me knew that I was wrong to go there. And then when I saw her, I realised that I would never be able to explain what I was doing, not without involving Mark. And so, all I could think about was just getting out. Sorry.
Did you not even tell your husband?
No.
why not?
Because he'd been drinking and it wasn't the right time. And then it was too late.
So who do you think killed her?
I don't know.
Rebecca Lomax knew you.
Yes.
She would have opened the door to you, let you in.
But she didn't. She was dead when I got there.
I cannot believe that.
Sorry.
So all the time I was wondering and worrying about her not being at work, you knew?
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
What I didn't know was that I'd been seen by this woman, this neighbour.
The one who picked you out?
Yeah. And then I had the humiliation of trying to explain it all.
Why didn't you ring me straight away? Why didn't you call Michael? Why didn't you tell him that you wanted a solicitor? I'll call him now. So this woman, yeah? What was she about? Did she come in, go out?
Going out, I think.
Hi, Michael. It's Mark Finnegan. I told her she should have given you a call.
I didn't see that I needed a solicitor.
Yeah, but in the future, you know, if they want to speak to you again, you give Michael a ring.
Yeah, I will.
I'm afraid it's a little more complicated than that.
Complicated?
See, in the past, I've represented you and the firm.
Uh-huh.
And I might well have to represent you in this.
Yeah, but Carol as well.
Well, no. I think this is an occasion where you need separate representation. To put it bluntly, if one of you were charged in connection with this, the other might well be a major witness against them.
So I'm going to see a new lawyer this morning, somebody that Michael recommended, which it's a good job he did because the police have just been on and they want me to go in to see them, so it's going to be a busy day.
But they can't really think.
I killed her. I think they probably do, yes.
What about Mark? What does Mark think?
He only talked about it with Michael there. He must wonder. Everybody must.
Here you are, an intelligent woman. And you're telling us you go to call on someone, find her dead on the floor, so you run away and don't tell anybody?
It's what I did, yes.
I guess the next day you still don't tell anybody.
No.
In fact, you'd be denying it now if it hadn't been for the lady that saw you coming out.
I don't think it's fair to speculate.
Possibly not. But what's not speculation is that Mrs. Finnegan didn't come forward of her own accord.
No.
When you started thinking your husband was having an affair, how did you feel? Surprised? Shocked?
I suppose, yes.
So you decided to go and see Rebecca?
I just wanted to find out the truth.
Did you?
Well, hardly.
She wouldn't tell you.
She was dead when I arrived.
She wasn't though, was she?
Yes.
No. I suggest she let you in. And then told you to your face that, yeah, she was having an affair with your husband. Well, you were furious. Of course you were. It's only natural. She told you to leave. You wouldn't, so she tried to physically remove you.
No.
There was a struggle. Perhaps you didn't intend to. All happened in the heat of the moment, but you grabbed the nearest thing and you hit her with it. Before you know what's happened, she's dead.
No.
And then out you go and you don't say anything to anybody.
I know I did that.
Yes.
But not the rest. I didn't kill her, okay? She was dead when I got there.
Do you mind if I take a seat? Thanks.
Why don't you just talk to me here?
Well, we'd rather it was at the station. No distractions.
No one's going to interrupt us.
It's a bit of a goldfish bowl, though, isn't it?
Look, I'm sure you're as keen as we are to find out who killed Rebecca.
I am, of course I am. But I don't know what else I'm going to tell you. I mean, she worked for me here, that was it.
Then it shouldn't take long.
Let's go, sir, shall we?
Yeah. I'm going to have to speak to Trevor first. Make sure the place is locked up.
Of course.
I can't think you killed her. I just don't believe they'd think that.
I had the motive, and I was there.
What motive?
Well, I thought she and Mark were having an affair, didn't I?
Oh, well, yeah, but you only thought.
And I always will, I suppose.
And Mark's still saying there's nothing going on.
Mark's saying very little. We both are.
Going back to when you got this email, you and your wife, you must have talked about it.
Yep. Well, I mean, I was jumping up and down, wanting to do something about it, so we went round to see Stephen Clark.
The salesman you sacked.
Yeah, who we thought, and I still think, sent the emails, but we couldn't prove anything.
It says you were having an affair with Rebecca Lomax.
Yeah. Which I wasn't. But I thought, what's this going to do to my wife? What's she going to think?
She believed it.
Well, let's say she found the idea difficult to get out of her head.
Is it true?
No.
You weren't having a relationship.
No.
Hi.
Look, just wondered if you know. Mark's been taken into the police station.
Hey, he wasn't arrested.
Hang on. I didn't say he was arrested.
You're making it sound like it.
Sorry. Did you hear that? Trevor says he wasn't arrested. He's just helping them.
With inquiries.
Yeah, and we wondered if you'd heard.
No, I hadn't, thanks.
So, I mean, it's not just you. It's both of you. So I suppose they just want different points of view.
Well, she came in. We didn't say much. I had a lot to drink.
Didn't she tell you where she'd been?
No.
And why not, do you think?
Shouldn't you be asking Mrs. Finnegan that?
We did.
You sure she didn't tell you? You two put your heads together and decided it'd be best if you didn't say anything?
Dead sure, yeah. Are you saying she said we did?
Do you have anything new to ask my client, Inspector?
How long you been married?
19, nearly 20 years.
Any problems before?
None.
Either of you have any other relationships?
No.
So this allegation, it would be all the more upsetting.
Yeah. For her. Not for me, of course, obviously, because I knew it wasn't true.
Obviously.
Yeah, but for her, it was upsetting enough to send her around to the other woman's house.
Apparently, yeah.
So what do you think happened when she got there?
Well, like you said, you know, she saw the body and ran out.
Panicked.
Yeah. Anyone would.
Mr. Finnegan, do you think your wife might have killed Rebecca Lomax?
Excuse me, Inspector.
No way. No way. Carol. Carol couldn't kill anybody even if her own life depended on it.
No? Okay. So if it wasn't your wife, who was it?
I just had a session with the police.
Yeah. They spoke to me as well.
And you told them how you went over there and you found Rebecca's body, and then you panicked and ran away.
More or less, yeah.
And didn't tell anybody. Kept quiet about it, didn't tell me.
No.
So the question they're asking me is why? Why you didn't tell me? And I'm finding that question difficult to answer because I don't know, do I?
didn't say anything because, for one thing, you were drunk.
Yep.
Very drunk, yeah. And I was terrified
Of me.
of what I'd seen.
And of me. They asked me, did I think you might have killed her? And I said no. I could not conceive of the remotest possibility.
Thank you.
Turns out they're inclined to agree with me. So who do you think that leaves as their number one suspect? Me. Me. And why me? Because that can be the only explanation why you kept quiet. You thought you were protecting me. And why would you do that? There can only be one reason. Because you think I killed her. Yeah. Yes.
I don't know who killed her.
Oh, Carol.
But I can't stop imagining things. Nobody can when something like this happens. I'm sorry I didn't say anything that night, but I was all over the place and you were drunk and, then it was too late.
Was it? Well, it's certainly too late now. Too late for a lot of things.
What are you doing?
I can't stay here, can I? Come on, Carol. You think you had an affair with Rebecca, then killed her? You only want to be sleeping in the same bed as me, do you?
Where are you going?
Oh, I'll find somewhere. I might as well say you killed her. You were there. You had the motive. How would that make you feel? How would that make you feel about me? Well, that's how I feel. That's why I'm going.
He's moved out.
No.
Yeah. He doesn't want to be here because he thinks I'm doing everything I can to make the police think he killed her.
And do they?
I don't know.
Well, more important, do you?
Hang on a minute. There's someone at the door. I'll call you back.
Carol Finnegan, I'm arresting you on the suspicion of the murder of Rebecca Lomax. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defense. You do not mention my question. Something that you let you know. You say no. only beginning going there.
Thanks. All right. Glad to be out of there. So what now?
I'd say they think you know something, and they'll try to keep the pressure on.
Well, I don't know anything. So they can keep doing that, can they? They can keep arresting me and questioning me until I tell them whatever it is they want. Can they?
But that's terrible. They're trying to make you, what, say you know that Mark did it?
I think they'd have settled for that.
But that's just... I mean, why should he have done it? Did they offer any reason?
He'd been having an affair with her, and I'd found out. He got to her before I did and asked her to deny everything, and she refused.
It's ridiculous. That's not Mark. It's just not possible.
That's what they're saying, not me.
All right.
Though, when you've heard it as many times as I have, you begin to wonder.
Your previous secretary,
Rebecca.
there's some of her things still in the desk.
Oh, yeah, well, if you just gather them up, I'll take them home with me, yeah?
Okay, will do.
I've just heard from Julie. Apparently Carol was arrested.
No.
They held her overnight and then let her go.
Well, how is she? Is she all right?
She's okay.
So they haven't charged her?
Doesn't sound like it.
Hi, it's Carol Finnegan. I need to ask you something.
Ask.
The police seem to think that either myself or my husband killed Rebecca.
So?
Whilst the only person who seems to really know what's happened, what's going to happen even, is the truth teller. The person who's been sending me emails.
We've had this.
Yeah, well, I've got no one else to talk to.
Lady, I haven't sent you any emails. There's no truth teller here, okay?
But you knew Rebecca.
I said.
You worked with her at the garage.
It worked. Past tense. Your husband was out of line there. Way out.
Yeah, maybe. But you must have seen things, noticed things. And I just wondered if there was anything you could tell me about Rebecca or my husband that might help me.
When you work with people, you sense things, attitudes. And maybe your husband sensed I thought you were a prick, which is why he sacked me.
So, did you sense anything that might explain what happened to Rebecca?
Let's just say there was more going on in that garage than most people knew. For God's sake.
Have a word, Stephen, please.
Open bloody house.
Mrs. Finnegan.
And no, I haven't sent her any emails. Can't, can I? Because you've still got my bloody computer.
Comparing notes, are we?
I was just going. Excuse me. He was on the point of telling me when the doorbell rings and the police arrive.
Telling you what, though?
Well, I never found out.
But it is Stephen who's been sending you the emails.
He says not, but I think it is, yeah.
I still don't know why you have this blind faith in what he tells you when we both know he's a maniac that Mark had to get rid of.
He was going to tell me something about Rebecca.
I thought this is it. They're going to charge me. No, they just asked me the same stupid questions as last time.
Do you want a pudding?
There's one going.
Justin!
Had I ever seen her and her boss together? Or him paying her special attention?
So... What you told me?
Well, then be chief witness for the prosecution. Picture in the tabloids. No chance.
And Mrs. F, you say she was there?
Come to pay me a visit. She still has me fingered for this email freak.
So did you tell her what you told me?
No.
Hi.
Hi. I heard you were arrested.
Night in the cells.
What is it? What do they think?
My solicitor seems to think that it was in the hope I'd tell them something. What, I don't know.
Right. You're all right.
Bit of a shock at the time, though.
I bet it was. I'm sorry, Carol. I've got to pick up a few things.
Mark, can we just talk about this, please?
Oh, I see. Still relying on Stephen to tell you what to think. Well, you carry on. Don't let me interrupt you.
Who else can I talk to?
Talk to whoever you like.
Mark, I'm the one the police arrested here.
Because, as you said, they wanted to know, did you know something about my role in all this?
So you want me to accuse you? Is that what all of this is about? You want me to say that I think you killed Rebecca?
Say it, don't say it. What does it matter? It's what you did that says it all. You went there, you found the body, you kept quiet, you didn't say anything. Why? There can only be one reason. Because you think and you still think that I killed her. What else?
I told you. I wasn't thinking clearly.
Sorry, but I do know you. And you think very clearly. I'm staying at John's. If you want me, you can get me at the garage.
Have you told the boys?
No.
Me neither.
This is hell.
Talk to me. Come on, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Come on, talk to me, talk to me.
Wouldn't directory inquiries be easier?
He's ex-directory.
Okay, I'll talk to Trevor tonight.
Couldn't make it now, could you?
What does she want that for?
Well, I think she's conducting an investigation of her own.
Well, if we do have it, it will be in Mark's office.
And I imagine she doesn't want Mark to know, otherwise she'd ask him herself.
So, no.
How can I?
She's after Stephen's phone number. Ask Julie, could she get me to get Stephen's phone number?
Well, I think we can guess why.
Yeah?
Well, he tells her the truth, doesn't he? Except it's not the truth, it's poison. Destroying my marriage.
I'm sorry I didn't get back to you about that number. Only Trevor was out on the piss and wasn't too communicative when he got back. Anyway, he says no, sorry, they haven't got it. Well, he didn't say sorry. I'm saying sorry.
Thanks anyway.
I don't see what it... What is it you think Stephen can tell you?
Whatever it was, he was about to tell me when the police arrived.
He was flattered. There you were, treating him like the fount of all wisdom, and of course he started acting like it. Forget about him.
Finnegan? Friend of yours, wasn't he?
Sorry?
Stephen Clark. He's dead. Body was found this morning.
Was it an accident?
We'll have to wait for the post-mortem.
So there was no violence or...
No obvious sign of attack, no.
What are we coming to see him about?
I believe he knew what happened to Rebecca Lomax.
Well, he told you that?
As good as, yeah. Which, if he was killed, well, that'll be why, won't it?
So you believe the same person killed them both?
Well...
Who do you think that person was?
Trevor, there's another one dead.
What?
Stephen Clark.
You are joking.
That's what they've come about.
Have you had any contact with Stephen Clark since he left here?
No, not since I went to see him about this email business.
Mr. Finnegan, can you account for your movements between the hours of 8 o'clock and midnight yesterday evening?
What? So I've killed him as well now, have I?
Can you?
Carol!
Oh, hello.
Guess who just had another visit from the police?
About Stephen.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
For Christ's sake, Carol, why didn't you warn me? Huh? I mean, they said you were there.
Yeah,
Well, why didn't you pick up the phone? Tell me what happened.
Excuse me. But I didn't think you'd welcome any communication from me at the moment. You have just moved out.
Oh, I see. It's this again, is it? The way you're acting. Not telling me something like this. How do you think the police are going to react to that? What, you couldn't bring yourself to tell me? Anyway, what the hell were you doing there?
I'd gone to see him.
Oh, yeah. He's your friend, huh? Truth teller.
I'm sorry if you think I should have told you.
Carol, Stephen was trouble, right? He made enemies. He may have sent emails to lots and lots of people. And even if he was murdered, it might not have anything to do with Rebecca. It could be something else entirely.
Could be, yeah.
Right. See you, Jules.
At approximately 8:30 on the morning of the 25th, I was directed to attend number 15 Harpington Street.
Do we know who made the original call?
I believe it was a window cleaner, Your Honour.
Go on.
I effected entry into the house and found the deceased lying there. I ascertained there were no signs of life and there was no one else on the premises.
Yeah, how's it feel? Yeah.
Very good.
Very nice, very comfortable, yeah? Would you excuse me 1 second?
Hey! Hey! What are you doing?
Thought I might have a word with Mark.
What about?
Just ask him why he's torturing his wife, behaving like he is.
Come on, Jules. This is work.
I know.
So talk to him at home.
He's not living at home. But don't worry, I'll make it clear this is me talking. It has nothing to do with you.
What's the matter? Something happened to Carol?
Well, quite a lot, I would have thought, but nothing you don't know about. No.
So?
Well, I told Trevor I was coming to give you a talking to about how you're treating her, so it's probably best if that's the story we stick to.
I nearly rang you.
Only nearly.
Well, I thought you were of the same opinion as Carol, that I was having an affair with my secretary and then decided to end it by smacking her in the head.
Well, I told her she's being stupid. But if she's determined to carry on, then... what I've come to ask. Have you really left her? Because if you have...
Julie.
It's that ideal world we used to talk about where we'd both be free. Remember, it was me you loved, but you couldn't bring yourself to leave her.
Yeah, well, that was then, but this is not the place.
Well, Mark, it's happened. You've left her, so now there's nothing stopping us. Or did you not mean what you said?
No, I meant...
Well, now you're free. You can do whatever you like.
If only I knew what that was.
Well, I think you do. I think we both do. But you're right, this isn't the place. Let's have dinner, talk. Oh, we did used to do that too.
Were you able to conclude a likely cause of death?
This was a young man in the prime of life, no sign of injury or of illness. In my opinion, death was caused by asphyxiation, induced by an excess of drugs and alcohol.
Julie wasn't having a go, was she?
No, just bringing me up to date with my wife's thinking.
Because there's a time and a place, and I told her. Not here.
Trevor, Carol's her sister. Of course she's going to be concerned.
No, it's good of you to see it like that. You fancy a drink later?
Not tonight, mate, no.
Given the post-mortem evidence and the testimonies we've heard, the only possible verdict is one of accidental death.
Hi, Gareth Turner. He's one of the chefs. Have you got the contact number for him?
Let's see, shall we?
Or an address. Anything, really.
Julie, you know how much I care for her.
Love her.
Love her.
You can say it.
Love her. But this... I just don't see any way around it. What's happening? Can't see any way back.
So don't go back.
Yeah, but if there's still a chance...
Mark, I love you. You know that. I want you. Let's go to bed now. You want me? You want me to make love to you, don't you? Like I used to. Come to bed.
That's gonna solve things, is it?
Well, it won't make them much worse. And actually, yes, I think it might. I think it might just do that. I thought I'd better be prepared.
Oh, hello. Have I got the right address for Gareth Turner?
What do you want him for?
I just need to see him about something. I work with him at college.
Oh, well, he's not in right now.
Do you know where I might find him?
She still thinks Stephen knew something.
That I killed Rebecca.
Well, I haven't encouraged her. I tried to talk her out of it.
Can't be done. It's Carol's suspicions. That's what's ruined my marriage. Carol. All by herself.
Can I talk to you?
Give me a break.
It's about Stephen. I saw you at the inquest. Were you a friend of his?
A friend of his, yeah.
Just, I think he was going to tell me something, and I wonder if it's something he might have talked to you about. Please. There's no one else I can ask.
Go over here.
Were you a particular friend of his?
Thanks to you, yeah. We met at your house last year's party. So I suppose I owe you for that.
I didn't realise.
Stephen liked to keep things to himself.
Did you know about the emails I've been getting? Was it Stephen who sent them?
No, it wasn't.
Are you sure? Because it all points to him.
No, he said not. And I believed him. It wasn't his style.
But I did get the impression that he had something to tell me.
He did.
Right. So do you know what it was?
The woman who was killed.
Rebecca.
According to Stephen, this is all I can tell you. It's what he told me. Yeah. According to him, there was something going on between this Rebecca and...
My husband, Mark.
No. Between Rebecca and Trevor. Have I got this right? Trevor, who works at the garage.
Stephen's death. Do you think it was an accident?
I was going to go round there, but he called and he said, don't bother. He had something better to do.
Had he done that before?
It meant either he'd scored some dope and he wanted to get out of it, or he'd met somebody else.
I told Julie, my sister. I told her that I thought Stephen was going to tell me something important.
So?
So what if she told Trevor?
Look, what I've told you, that is as far as I go on this. Anything else, I don't want to get involved. Stephen's dead, right? It's finished.